I was like, I got the BGs.
Yo, we are live, man. Let me put this in the group too, man. You wilding right now, man. Shout out to everybody tuning in, man. This is By the Hood Friday Live. This is Jimmy with his almost Eskimo brother Corey. Let me see something, man. Let me make sure I put this in the group so the folks in the group know. Yo, shout out to our brother Coach Carter, man. He out here showing off right now, man. I don't know if you saw what he got going on online.
No, man, I ain't see it.
He out of pocket, man. So I'm make sure I'm documenting that for the record, so when he watches this episode, he see that I told him he was out of pocket because I see what he out here doing, man. So folks is checking in. I want to make sure I share this from the page to the group so everybody knows what's popping. But Corey be wilding, man. Corey got some wild stories, man. Y'all should hear some of the stuff he say when we not recording, man. I'm glad he don't say it while we're recording, bro. Yeah, y'all probably shouldn't. That's for the book, though, bro. You gotta write the book. Yeah, you gotta do like Aretha, though. Wait till you gone for everybody to release all your dirt. Like that's how you do it.
I do it that way.
You know what I mean?
It's too many innocents can get hurt while I'm alive. There's too many stray shots out
What's
there.
What's up, folks? Let us know y'all checking in. I see the folks coming in. Let us know you checking in.
We can officially start. Don is in the building.
Oh,
what's
Don,
up, Rochelle? Adrian, Euro Fred. Yo, Fred be getting to it.
Rochelle, what's good, Rochelle?
That's the bro.
Adrian, hey, Adrian. Don is here. We can officially start. That's our bro, Fred. What's up, Fred? Yo, man. Shout out to my brother Corey, man. I just found out today that Corey was almost my Eskimo brother, but that's either here nor there. but in the building nonetheless, man. It was a wild week in the markets, man. You know what I mean? So we here talking, man. Crystal, what's up, Crystal? How you?
What's going on, Crystal? Andrea,
what's up, Crystal? Andrea, what's going on? How you? Man, so listen, it's been make sure you do me a favor, man. Yo, hit that like button.
Hit the share button.
Jamil, what's up, family? I'm laughing at Don. He said, whoa, share. We just getting started. Y'all already wilding, man. Listen, man, what's up, yo? How y'all doing, man? How was y'all week in the markets? For the folks checking in, let me know how y'all week was. You know what I'm saying? What y'all got going on? Yeah, man. So, what's up, bro? How was your week, man?
It was. I ain't gonna lie. It was down, right? And it was because I did too much, right? Because I was up early in the week, and then I got frisky, and then I thought I tried to push it, and then now I'm down a lot. So hopefully next week look better than this week because I got super frisky with my funds, and because I was up a lot.
You said super frisky, huh?
Yeah, because look, I hit that Etsy play that we did. I smashed that joint, and then I hit the play that I had the MasterCard joint. I just held it, and that joint went crazy for me. And shout out to our brother Jay. I hit the Chewy joint calls, but then we got frisky with Mara and Riot, and I was up on Mara until Wednesday until the Coinbase debut, and then I ain't take my money, and that joint went from up 25% to down 77%, fast as hell. That joint went on a straight decline.
Listen, crazy part is I had a lot of winners this week, but I still probably came close to breaking even because I had a QQQ put that ran to zero. But the thing is, I've been using it as defense for the last month. But in the words of the ancestor, man, I was being greedy. I should have stopped being greedy because I was up way more than 30% at some point in that joint. I went from being up on that one like over 50% to basically it ran to zero
like on those kind of joints. So that happens to me a lot when I take defensive positions. And so what I do is I'll take the money out and then I'll reset the price at where I got it at.
Hold on. So you'll do what now?
I'll take the money, right? So if I'm up 30%, 40, 50% on them joints,
okay,
I'll get it, and then I'll set a what's the name for it? I'll buy the same contract at the same price and just see if it hit that jump.
Hold up. So if you're buying a put from a defensive standpoint and it runs up, so that means you're profitable. You take the profits and then wait for it to hit a certain point to buy the put again.
Yep.
What point are you looking for when you rebuy it?
I put the same price in there.
So the same price that you originally bought it at.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. See, I learned something. See, did y'all? Always learning. I never tried that before, but
Because my
I'm
thing
gonna do
is,
the math. But that sounds like it. It sounds like it makes sense.
Yeah, because the thing is, you just give it more time. You just give it now. If you had a month on it and it took 2 weeks to hit it out, you put it back out an extra 2 weeks at the same price.
I never thought about that because I'm always using it as defense, right? So I kind of like buy them and sit them there as I do everything else. That way, if the market ever like takes a major shift, I'm still profitable. But I played myself and just like letting it sit there because that ran to zero. But the thing is, because I had some other winners, you know what I mean? I didn't lose this week. I had because I had, some of the other winners that we had. But man, with that being said, man, crypto is going crazy right now. So crypto is going crazy. I didn't cop any metals this week. I actually did. I did rent out a property though. So the property that I had on the market, I showed you guys. I think I showed it on the show.
Yeah, the one with the
picture.
suicide floors,
Oh
not the
yeah,
suicide
yeah.
doors, but the suicide floors.
Yeah, my bro Kerry killed that. Like so we rented that out. We got a tenant. But here's the funniest thing about this tenant, right? So we rent the property out and shout out to our new tenant who moves in on Friday. Lease starts on the 1st, but tenant was like, hold up. When I met up with him to get like the deposit, and all that stuff. He said, "You Jimmy from by the hood." I was like, "Whoa, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing." I said, "Yo, I need to watch my tenant slander and my memes now because it's funny thing is I got several tenants, but I don't know if I ever have any tenant that I'm either friends with on social media or knows me from social media. But so this was a new one.
Speaking of contractors, my contractor just knocked on the door. Give me like 20
Go
seconds.
ahead, bro. I'll talk to the folks, man. Y'all gotta hold me down now because Corey gotta talk to his contractor, man. So now I'm putting myself on the Summer Jam screen so it won't look crazy on the replay, man. So let's go back and see what the folks is talking about. Madeline's checking in. Madeline, what's going on? All right, so let's see what Crystal's saying. The markets and crypto making me nervous. It's the people. They stressful. Yo, I saw you on the internet today, like teaching the folks. You was kind of going in though, Crystal. I saw you telling the folks about themselves. Pretty good. I did puts all week. So Andrea, what did you run puts on this week? Let me know what you ran these puts on. We got Fred. I did all right this week. I kept getting stopped out, but stopped out on profit. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Fred, what you set your top side at? What was your profit side set at? Oh, appreciate that, Crystal. Appreciate that. What was your top side set at, Fred? I want to see what you how you running your tops and bottoms now. And are you doing it OCO orders or are you doing just regular orders? Like, are you watching it? Are you manually watching it or are you setting it, ahead of time, doing like OCO orders? I'll be interested in that. Also, man, for y'all watching, how many of y'all y'all messing with Doge, man? Because if I hear one more person, my phone. Matter of fact, I got a better question for y'all. Because I know a lot of y'all probably not even in Dogecoin. How many of y'all are tired of people asking you about Dogecoin at this point? All right, so Andrea says Ford, CCL, and J&J. That J&J was nice. Listen, man, I'm long J&J. That's my second biggest holding. I didn't even look at it, but we all know the news. Craziest part about the J&J news, right? I love to see how narratives and stories are told, right? So we see what's going on with J&J, but you literally, statistically speaking, have a better chance of getting hit by lightning than having that blood clot that's going on with J&J. But fact of the matter is, if you one of those folks that got hit with it, you ain't trying to hear that. So I understand, but I don't. You know what I mean? I understand, but I don't. So I scalp US 30 with Forex. Oh, okay. So you in the I forgot Fred is a Forex master, man. I don't mess with Forex at all. But I get it though. I get it. I didn't trade any options this week. Okay. Crystal raising her hand. You tired of that, huh? I made a nice buck on Doge. Listen, I ain't got no problem. Make your money. Make your money. We're gonna talk about that in a minute, but make your money. Russell Jr. said I had 1,000 Doge. I got rid of like 400 last month. So Fred says I just got 30 minutes to the open. Goal is 100 to 300 pips minimum, but usually my chart say I can get 1,000 pips. I need to let it run. All right, Fred getting to it on the Forex
Fred.
game.
I told you, Fred, he a
superstar
out here.
He stay low. So Tori said, I sold my $10 in Doge that I bought back in 2019. I had the opportunity to talk building wealth with about 500 people. Very motivating and depressing at the same time. Our community needs the wealth building info. Don, man, keep doing your work too, bro. Because I
Yeah,
see like Don know his stuff,
Don
man.
out here working, man.
Yeah,
He
I
for
call
the
Don
people.
the ETF king, man, because Don being an ETF's all crazy, man. So Don, keep doing the work, man. That's dope though. 500 folks. See, man. See, Fred, be careful, bro. I said I
Yeah,
may have to grab some Doge, man. I
don't
don't
do it.
know. I don't know, fam. I'm gonna give you
Not
my
at this
opinion
point.
and not investment advice. Because, by the way, anything we say here is not investment advice. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only.
Yeah,
We're just talking, about what our week was and what happened. Crystal said, "Fred, show me that." Nah,
yeah.
y'all. Say y'all got me stocking some tape. Listen, man. I told you back in the day, man. They used to call me, man, Jeff Tezos, man.
I recently
Maybe, bro.
grabbed. I've been grabbing Tezos and Crow.
This
So
got
that's
10 Tesla calls in 10 minutes. That's dope. Johnny
nice.
Salute. Congrats on that.
Congratulations.
Congrats on that, man. Doge is a joke that turned into a way to make some change. Russell, this is true. This is
All
absolutely true. And let's talk
all
about
true.
that for a second, man. First and foremost, man, Coinbase went public. So starting out the week, that was all the talk and how it affected both markets, the stock market as well as the crypto market. In the midst of all this, Doge had this crazy pump. People have been on my line all yesterday and today asking me about Doge to the point where I start answering my texts and phone calls like, nothing about Doge. I don't even want to talk about it. Because it's not just that it's the people calling me asking about Doge, it's the people that are calling me asking about Doge. It's the people with no investment experience, know nothing about crypto, know nothing about stocks, know nothing about any market. Only market they know about is ShopRite. And they're asking me about Doge, and they're like, "Yo, I'm about to drop 50 grand." I'm like, "Why?" Because it's going up. So you're waiting something that's already pumped 100% to drop your bread in. Outside of that, and I've been vocal about this in the past. Doge is a joke, right? Here's one thing I want to make clear, right? If you can make your money, take your money, do what you got to do. Everybody has to do what works for them. But me personally, I don't mind missing things. And I think that's something that we got to talk about because everybody wants to rush and do things because they're afraid of missing something. If I can't do my fundamental analysis, which is what I do, I'm not really a technical person, but I'm a fundamental. If I can't do that and it doesn't make sense to me, I'm okay with missing it. It's that idea of circle of competence, right? So if you ever study Buffett, he always talks about that circle of competence, right? That circle of competence is important to me. So a lot of my portfolio was made up of things that I understand, like things like a J&J, right? That I actually work at J&J, which is how I started accumulating shares. You know what I mean? Like things that I actually understand. A Microsoft, a lot of REITs because real estate is my passion, what I do. So I stay within my wheelhouse, and I don't in terms of crypto, right? Corey got me into crypto in 2016, but then once I got in, I studied it like crazy to the point where I'm now certified. But even within that space, there's certain things that I buy. I buy Bitcoin and Ethereum like crazy because I understand those things. I understand Dogecoin to be a joke. I also understand supply and demand, right?
Man,
So
listen.
because I can't put I can't put it in its proper context instead in terms of doing my fundamental analysis. I enjoy watching people make money as it pumps, but I'm not one of those people, and I'm not going to be one of those
I'm
people.
good.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that though. That's what I try to get people to say. So I had a cousin call me. Yeah, but it's going up. You ain't gotta understand it for it to go up. I said, that's fine. I said, but if you believe in it so much, why are you calling me trying to force me to make it? You go ahead and do that. Somebody's gonna get left holding the bag though, because that's the way the game plays. Like if you understand that you're part of this, right? And some people say I'm gonna ride the wave and get out at a certain point. That's fine, but as long as you understand the purpose. Now I know some folks who say, "Look, I do this and sell when I make profit." I know one brother who's he don't mind if I put his name out there because he's in the group too. Camille has a specific strategy he uses with Doge.
Yeah,
And
man.
it's based on technical analysis where he lets it run up, take a certain amount, but he then takes it to buy Bitcoin and rinses and repeats. I understand that. But the fact of the matter is, I just wanted to have this conversation with you guys. Like, it's okay to miss things because I even saw some people that are going through the process of learning to be investors and traders who are falling for FOMO. And they're taking money out of other assets, which are great fundamental assets and things that they understand to chase a wave of something that they don't understand, but they just want to ride the wave. And I think that's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Corey, what's your perspective, bro?
I mean, I understand it, and that's the reason I didn't buy it, because I do understand it. I understand that supply and the demand end of it, and that's the same reason why I won't buy Ripple. It's because it's an unlimited supply, and so I'm not buying nothing with an unlimited supply. That's like me buying dollar bills. Like it doesn't make any sense.
That goes
You're
against
buying something, but
yeah.
you're buying something with an unlimited supply. I'm cool. So it's not that, again, if you can make some money doing that, I'm all for that, and I won't. I'm. I wrote a post about it today. Get your coins, but literally get your coins. Get your money out there after you've made your money, and then leave a part. And if you think it's gonna go to, $10,000 or whatever, that money that you left in there is still gonna go riding up with it. So at least get your money and some of that money that you made, get that out of there, so that you don't end up, you will never lose.
Yeah, you
You
want
know
to
what I mean?
Adrian says, I only got what I'd be okay with losing. I went to Reddit and they were discussing the run, so I'm going to jump out when I feel the spirit. Yeah, that sounds like rest in peace to my grandma. My grandma used to say that before she went to the casino and get the pull in the them damn slot machines. Like, oh, the spirit told me I'm about to. I said, all right, grandma, whatever. Go have fun.
Yeah,
But that's what it
pretty
reminded
much.
me of. Spirit told me I'm going to pull these slot machines. I said, all right, grandma. But, so Crystal says she bought Tezos and Voyager while it was down. And then her regular BTC and ETH.
So
That's
now I'm buying $25 in Tezos a week the same way I buy my Ethereum.
okay.
Well, I buy Ethereum $25 a day, but I'm only
Okay.
buying Tezos $25 a week.
Got you. And crypto is
So
not for you to jump in. That is absolutely true. Dollar cost averaging, man. These people
yeah.
are all about that trash coin.
Hey, listen, man. And if I want them to run the bag up, that's what I want, right? But what I want them to understand is that if you keep doing that, you're gonna run into something that don't run up, and you're just gonna be a bag holder. You
Yo,
gotta be more careful. You know what I
shout
mean?
out to whoever it was in the co-ed chat. Someone in the co-ed chat told me they said it's the spirit of Bernie Madoff that's making it run. I
That
forgot
was
who it
Ty.
was.
That was
Who was
Ty.
that?
That was
Okay.
Ty.
Yeah, that was hilarious, yo. That was hilarious. Don Johnson is Elon. You know what I started thinking about today? Like, not to get doom and gloom, man, but how long are they gonna let Elon affect these markets like this, man? Because,
Yeah.
man,
Elon
he
be
messing with,
playing with his life. But
yeah,
he be playing with his whole life, man. But hey, listen.
yeah, man. There is a play in the market every day, all day. These are facts.
Yeah.
Those Reddit dudes are gangsters for real too. They are
Yeah, they
in
are.
their own way, right?
I'm not mad at them.
What I'm
That's the
mad at,
craziest
I ain't
part.
mad at them either. I'm mad that we don't do the same. Like, I ain't mad at them though.
I've been telling black people to do that for the last 10 years. What they doing? It's 45 million of us. If
Yeah.
we literally say this is what we want and we put our money behind it, there's nothing that anybody can do. They're not going to stop making their money to keep us from making money. They're not going to do that. They're just not going to do it.
See, this is where shout out to Sister Benita. She always breaks down the tokenomics, right? People that say stuff like this, what Andrea said. Some people on the line talking about it would be more than BTC. I wanted to say something so bad, but the people will learn. The tokenomics don't lend itself to it to being as high as BTC because of supply and demand. It's not even possible. Yeah, thank you, Russell. They definitely need to study some more, man. To be playing with people's emotions. He won't take that trash for a Tesla. This is absolutely true.
This is
but you know what though, Don? That's the crazy part, man. People are so emotional. They're so easy to be manipulated. You know what I'm saying? But the crazy part is the amount of folks just in my like it's actually a little bit, like Don says, a little bit sad, right? Because we, as well as a lot of people in our community, a lot of people that are watching with us, like our family that kicks it with us every Friday, part of our network. We're out there talking about this stuff all the time, and we talk about like a lot of good things in terms of crypto, good coins. We talk about the stock market. We talk about everything. And my phone rings more when it's one of these pump and dumps. I guess that's part of the
you can't get people on the phone to buy regular good stuff, like, because it's boring. They get in a they call it the dopamine high. They getting a dopamine high off of it.
Fam, I have family members that work at publicly traded companies that don't get stock in the companies they own, and they get to buy it at a discount and still don't take advantage of it.
Man, listen, whatever. I'm through with that game. Like,
And Russell, here, the point of the night right here. Dollar cost averaging is so easy. People are just too impatient. Shout out to Pastor Eubanks, because as Pastor Eubanks says, when you get into investing and you get to be good at investing, it becomes boring, right? Everybody's looking for that emotional high, going on that roller coaster, going this, they're basically looking to gamble, more or less, right? When you become good at what you do, when you know how to identify good companies and you just buy them and consistently buy them in terms of dollar cost averaging, it becomes boring. But that's the way to do it. People, are looking for
people
something
wild
else.
as hell, man. Listen, I listen when people tell me stuff, man.
Man, look at this bar from Elizabeth. Elizabeth always got bars, yo.
Yeah,
What's
she
up,
do.
Elizabeth? How are you?
You want to talk about writing a book? She need to write a damn book.
Yeah, she got
Crazy bar.
her one line game. Or just write some tweet. Like, I'm about to start stealing her stuff and putting it on Twitter. I don't know if Elizabeth's on Twitter. She would kill on Twitter with her one liners, yo. Between her and Pastor Eubanks, they would kill on Twitter. You treat Dogecoin like a blackjack table. Make easy money to go play poker. There you go.
Yeah.
I bought more Ethereum because it's Bay. Here we go. If people paid attention to circulating supply, they make smarter decisions. And that's the thing. No one pays attention to that. They're looking to see what's pumping. But no, Russell knows his stuff. Because that's one of the things you look at first. What's the circulating supply?
Yeah.
Don't hit me when you're flying high. My nerves. But listen, Crystal, I saw you tearing people to shreds in the timeline today. So I know your patience is bad. So the fact that I saw that, I was like, she's going through the same thing I'm going through.
Yep.
I've had family,
same stupid ass phone
family members I haven't talked to literally in years in my inbox.
Listen,
I'm like,
I ain't get nobody called me today because the last time that I tell them the same thing. If you gotta ask me about it, then that means you don't know enough about it, and the answer is no. Because if you gotta ask me, should you buy it or not? That's why people stop calling me. Because I start every time they call me, I said, if you gotta call me, you don't know enough about it to buy it.
I like that.
If you have to ask me about it, that means you don't know enough about it to buy it, which means you shouldn't be buying it.
I love that answer, yo. That's as good as stolen. The fact that you ask me means you don't know enough about it. That's stolen. Hey, Crystal.
Yeah, that stopped all the phone calls because now if they want it, they buy it, and if they don't, they don't. But if you have a specific question about something, I can, you know what I mean? I can answer specific questions. But if you're asking me, should you buy something? The answer is no, because you don't know.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to do your analysis, whether that's fundamental or technical.
If you have to ask me, should you buy it or not, you don't know enough.
Learning to do your analysis is more important than someone is giving you a play. So that's that's kind of the answer right there, man. So Adrian says, I'm in a huge group of Black women investors. Many are new, and I warned them about dumping a lot of money because they may tank in a blink of an eye. GameStop. Some people got caught holding the bag. Hey, people get caught in the bag with everything.
Yeah,
like that pumps this way. And that's the sad part, because those are the stories that aren't told. They'll show you everybody that, got out.
All the winners get the glories, and the losers get to soak in the corner somewhere.
I got you, Elizabeth. I definitely listen. I always cite my work. They were like, "Who the hell is Elizabeth? He keep quoting Elizabeth every day." I'm like, "She come with the bars, though." Somebody was like, "I want to buy stock, Chris." I'm pretty new, and I was watching people go crazy asking for Robinhood links. So they didn't want the real crypto links. They'll learn. Just give them your links and get all the free stock you can. That's all. Just get your free stock, man.
Yeah, all the free stock you can get.
Oh, so hold up. They asked you, I want to buy stock, Chris, and then said, where can I buy Doge? They don't even know what they're buying.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Crystal, that would probably make me want to throat punch him.
Crystal, you just inspired a meme. I think I'm gonna create a meme. I'm gonna cite you though, Crystal. I'm gonna tag you on IG. You just inspired a meme. You just gave, I'm the meme god. You just inspired a meme right there. With that one right there, that's a meme.
Yeah. Like, listen, man. Like,
Jalil, appreciate you.
Yo, first of all, I know Jalil since we was in 7th grade together. Me and he get busy, man. First of all, he a DJ. Then he was in the mortgage space. He did our credit seminars, the Bodyhood when we was doing it for the folk. We was doing this for the folks for the absolute low for like $20.
Yeah. Jalil, do you still do credit work? Just asking. Let us know if you still do credit work, because people ask me about that all the time. So I want to see if that's what you do.
Yeah, man.
That's a huge issue, not knowing where you're throwing your money at. That's the biggest
He's
issue.
still in it. He said, yeah, he's still in that space.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. You do cash out refis?
I'm
I'm
100%
asking. I'm
sure.
asking for a friend myself.
See, look, you should send it to me. Yeah, I mean.
All right, Jalil, that's what's up, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. So that's kind of what was going on this week with Dogecoin and Coinbase, and then the Coinbase thing. Think about how many folks got it on Coinbase when it ran up. Like, what did it close at the day? As a matter of fact, let me check
I
and look
don't
and see
know,
what
but I know
Coinbase
it
closed.
ran to like 450 and then it just dropped to like 210.
Yeah, but
Like
guess what?
people was
Folks was
really,
buying
I
at
mean, like
450.
310. Like, no, like 210. That joint went darting.
It's 344. I know at one point it was like, it was like damn near it was past 425.
Yeah, it was, yeah, man. People
Oh yeah,
basically
it got as high as 429.54. And
now
now
you
it's
got
at
now
340.
now you gotta wait until it go back to where it was at, and it's gonna take a while for it to get there.
See,
And then
that's the point. There are people who bought in at 4, and what they'll tell you is how they justify it. They'll justify it by saying that I'm going to hold it for the long run, which most of them are lying anyway, right? So we say buy low, sell high, but data shows that most people don't do that. Because of emotions, right? The whole thing is mastering emotions. But I feel sorry for the people that bought in at 4 something. For me, I'm gonna probably wait. I might not even buy anything till next year unless it drops to like the 2s. Like
yeah,
if it don't
man.
drop to the low 2s, I wouldn't touch it till probably like next year after I get a chance to see. And it's a thing too. It's on TD for those that use TD. If you go to TD, and I think it's really on Thinkorswim. It's not on a regular TD on Thinker. I guess I use the app, so I don't use the website a lot. But
Yeah.
if you go to Thinkorswim on the app, and they give you a breakdown of every way that a company makes money.
Yeah.
Why is that important? I think in terms of fundamental analysis, that's one of the more to simplify it, right? You can simplify like fundamental analysis a lot of ways, but one of the things I like to ask people when they come to me with a company and they're not coming to me with Doge because that's not a
Yeah.
company. I'm just
How do they
saying
make their money?
that's exactly it. How do they make their money? Do you understand the line of business they're in? That's like, do you understand what business they're in? Because if someone can't answer that, why are you buying it? You know what I'm saying? Do you understand how they make their money? Like, so when we talk about a fundamental analysis, these are some simple questions you have to ask yourself. What's the track record? Have they made money over year over the last 4 quarters? Like, have they made money? I actually have a list right here that I wrote down, right? And as a matter of fact, I need to share this with the group because I started writing down an actual list of just basic questions that you have to ask yourself. You know what I'm saying? What is the moat? Does the company have a moat? A competitive advantage? You know what I'm
If you
saying?
don't know, yeah, if I'm about to say, and if you don't know what a moat is, you got some more studying to do.
Who are their 3 top competitors? Do their 3 top competitors have a moat? How much debt do they have on their books? You see what I'm saying?
And then what kind of debt is that, right? Is it short-term debt or is it long-term debt?
So these are just basic questions, right? But I think they're very important to
How much money
ask.
do they spend in R&D? Like, are they a research and development company, or do they acquire other companies to grow their company, right? Because there's both, right? Because you got some companies that use research and development to grow, right? And then you have some companies that acquire other companies to grow, right? So which kind of company are they? Like a lot of people don't know any of these things and they be buying stuff.
Yeah, so these are some of the questions that you folks may want to ask when people ask you. Like, I'm pretty sure the folks watching us that we have a pretty astute audience that watches us and kicks it with us. But when people ask you, these are some of the questions you have to ask them. Those simple questions, and I'll give you a real life example. Just from being old and washed and being in the game so long, I remember when Enron was pumping. I was in the market when Enron was pumping, and I'll never forget. And this is like one of my mentors. Like, he taught me. He says, "Listen. All these people buying Enron, just ask them this question. How does Enron make their money? And if they can't explain it to you on a napkin, they don't know what they're doing. They're chasing price action, right? And I would ask people, because I don't know if you guys remember, Enron was going nuts. It was going Dogecoin. And no one knew how they made their money, but everybody knew it was pumping. And people were buying and buying and buying. And now there's actual stories. There's a great movie on Enron. It's a documentary. This one's a movie. The Smartest Guy in the Room. Is that hold up? The Smartest, because they had a documentary and a movie. There might be the documentary called The Smartest Guy in the Room, but that joint was crazy. But that was about Enron.
Yeah, man.
But
Listen, man.
Yeah, so the smartest guy in the room is the doc, but that's the doc. That was dope. Like, but that's the one you want to watch. But I remember that specifically. So, you know what I mean? Like, you have to know how they make their money. And if you don't know how they make their money, that's so simple of a thing. But believe it or not, go look at your own portfolio. And Thinkorswim is dope because Thinkorswim will give you all the different. It tells you on the app how they make their money.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It
breakdown.
actually tells you. I gotta learn how to fight though, because I be
Kristen she be wilding, yo. You gotta get in the dojo. Cause you gonna be talking trash like that. You gotta get in the dojo, Kristen.
Thinkorswim is dope. Love
Yeah.
Thinkorswim. Transition from Robinhood was smooth. Yeah, man.
I'm glad you transitioned.
Yeah, man. Yo, what let me see what people using out there. What brokerage sites do you guys use? What's your favorite brokerage site? I just want to see what everybody's using. Right now, I still do have a Robinhood account just because I have some leaps in there. But once I get called away, because I'm writing calls on my leaps. Once they get called away, I'm getting rid of them for good. I kind of use it as like a little test type thing. But I love TD so much. I'm moving everything there except for my Vanguard account. So we got a lot of Fidelity. And I've seen that like within our circle,
Yeah.
a lot of folks use Fidelity.
I ain't mad at that. Fidelity got all the stocks too.
Mm-hmm.
So you can get you can get like the penny stocks and everything.
I mean,
so
Robinhood, E-Trade, and TD Ameritrade is what Adrian said. Fidelity and TOS think it's okay. Interesting. It's a lot of Fidelity. People Fidelity love. What is it you guys like about Fidelity? No, I'm just asking because I don't use Fidelity, so I want to know, like, I have used E-Trade though. I got forced into E-Trade. I think it was E-Trade bought something else I had, and they tried to force me. And I think that's the only reason I left because I felt like you ain't gonna force me. This right here will show you how old and washed I was. I had Scott Trade, and they bought it and was like, "Now you with E-Trade." I'm like, "No, I'm not. You ain't gonna tell me where to go." Robinhood, TD, Coinbase Pro, and Webull. Dope. So Thinkorswim. I use Fidelity because of quicker access, but I might be going over to TD. Okay. Oh, there you go. I didn't know that right there. Didn't know that.
There you go.
Didn't know that.
That's the difference. That's something I might have to look at.
I know now. Yeah. I'm like, hold up. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know you could buy fractional shares. I can't buy no damn fractional shares. So everything I got on TD American, that's a damn full ass share.
Stocks they don't have. Vanguard and M1 Webull for my BS. All right, Don. Don, I know you're the ETF guy. I want to know, what is Don's BS? What kind of BS you messing with, Don? Because you typically, like, Don is like, he's
straight laced.
He a military guy, right? So Don is like, I got this. So what does Don's BS look like? What kind of BS are you speculating on, Don? I'd love to know. I like Fidelity's tools and it's very user friendly. Okay. Fred said I might be heading to Fidelity. E-Trade was my first account from decades ago. My company deposits shares in E-Trade as well. Okay, that's dope. I had Fidelity for like 17 years. Wow. All right, man. Listen, if you got it down pat, I mean, everything got to be better. Listen, a Vanguard is where I have probably a majority of my net worth, and that they have the worst app. If anybody from Vanguard is watching this, I'm pretty sure
your web developer sucks.
Come on, man.
Sucks, man.
Yo, whoever hooked up Robinhood, y'all need to get Robinhood's app developers in there with y'all, because our app is booty. That joint is 2 packs of ass. It's 2 packs of ass. Yeah, I do got M1 too. I also have M1. I forgot about my M1. That's like my little pie. I just throw it in there. You see, you have to use Fidelity's app to buy the fractional shares. Okay, so the mobile app you're saying? That's how you get the fractional shares? Okay, so he got Zom for a nice little position. Got you. Leave Vanguard alone. I want to send my IRA back there. Yo, I love Vanguard. Listen, here's why I like Vanguard. Because they will sit on the phone with you and talk to you for hours if they need to. Like, their customer
they will.
service.
So when my mom was retiring and she had Vanguard accounts, they sat on me with the phone. They sat on the phone with me for hours. Like, we were switching over because she had a IRA that she had get switched over from her work IRA to a personal IRA, and then she had the money left over, and they were saying what she could do. You know what I mean? Like, so they did. They walked me through literally every single thing.
Tastyworks is low key trash too. Shout out to Tastyworks for the education though. So Ken says yes, you got to use the app. He said considering it came from TD, that's the Tastyworks. The founder of Tastyworks is the one that created Thinkorswim.
Yeah, he did.
So Rochelle says no, you don't. So you're saying that you could buy fractional shares anywhere, Rochelle, with Fidelity?
No, she was saying Crystal was saying she wanted to move her IRA back to Vanguard, and then Rochelle was saying no, you don't.
Oh, I thought she was saying no, you don't when I asked about that, because Rochelle said you could
Oh,
buy
she said you could buy fractionals on
a desktop too. Yo, I know that was a Leslie special. I didn't get a position in that, but I know Leslie was like talking about that. You peep eyes. I'm up on that big time. Thanks for dropping that gem on Leslie's Zoom call. That wasn't me that dropped it, but salute to you. That was Leslie's work. That was her work.
Yeah. That's Tropicana Les work.
Yeah, that's Tropicana Les. I got that from her. I got to give her credit. That was her call eyes. I didn't see what it's been doing though. Okay, salute to Fidelity. I know TD. TD is funny, right? So they got purchased by Charles Schwab, right? And when everybody was like, so this is the one thing you got to give Robinhood credit for. Robinhood revolutionized that industry.
Yeah, they did.
They came in and made everybody like follow suit. But I remember when they got bought by Charles Schwab, they said we're going to get fractional shares too. Haven't heard nothing since.
Never heard that.
But they had a press conference to tell you that though. Yeah, I buy them all the time. Love Vanguard.
Yo.
Don gotta chill, yo. Don, you gotta chill, bro.
Yeah, man. You still got a job, dog. Yeah, easy, young Jeezy.
Yo, but Don, here's the funny thing though, right? I was thinking about this. Vanguard, their entire like marketing and Jack Bogle, RIP Jack Bogle, because that man has saved so many people countless of millions of dollars with his index funds. But if you look at their marketing and who they market to, their whole thing is buy and hold, buy and hold, buy and hold. Although they allow you to do the other things. I actually have options trading on my Vanguard account. I never use it. But their thing is buy and hold. So it actually makes sense. One of the reasons my Vanguard account does what it does is because I don't touch it. Like because I hate going to it.
It's so difficult. You got to make a phone call to get anything done.
Got in eyes like $1 something. It's like $8. Ooh, oh yeah, Leslie is the truth, man. Listen,
yeah,
Leslie's
she
the
is.
Truth and the reason.
Yeah.
No, man, I got my account there. I'm broke, Chris, so I ain't got no bread.
Be broke. Yeah, I'm not broke. I'm be broke.
Vanguard is for people that like just to buy it and leave it. That's exactly what it's for. It's interesting. I was sitting there thinking about as we having this conversation. I never hear too many people talk about buying those companies in terms of whether long or as a trade.
Like Schwab and all of them, because they all on the market.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Hell, you know what's crazy? You can buy like NASDAQ, and you can buy the actual like all of them joints on there, and they make a gang of money.
Yeah,
and they make a lot of money.
Honestly, I've never, and that's another thing too. Great point though, as we having this conversation.
Get this off your head, man.
Yeah.
Whoever you are, go play in traffic.
My thing is,
rush hour traffic?
Do you have a ticker symbol that'll tell us how who's out here solving cancer? Like that comment has been deleted. No, but I've never done any analysis on it. I've never heard anybody doing any analysis on it. But I wonder like what their books look like. Because now that they're not making money in terms of like, because they used to probably kill it with commission. I know they did. My first trade was $50 to make a trade. So I know they was killing it with commissions. But now I wonder what their numbers look like. I mean, they're making money other ways.
Because it's more what's the name investors involved. They still making a killing off commissions because now it's way more investors involved. So even when they charging 65 cents, $1 or whatever they charging, they still making they making a killing. And they got more money coming in.
I see you cooking me, Chris. So I'm old and wise. But actually, I'm not that old. I just got in the game early. I've been in this game for years. It's made me an animal.
There's rules to this. I need me. I
But I am
made me
old.
a
I
name.
am old watch joke. I take pride in being old. People say, "Hey, yo, I take pride in that, bro." I grew up in Philly,
My
so
step booklet for you to get your game
yo,
on track, not your wig pushback.
you make it past 30 in Philly, that's technically like a 60-year-old somewhere else. So
Yeah, man. Yeah, right. We live in dog years here. I feel like a, I feel, I feel like one of them dudes on them Chinese flicks that have made
oh,
it, like you know what I mean, like 700
documentary
years
queen
old.
Adrian, you got to come to the group or tag me or something. Let me know which ones you watching or what they look like. Because Adrian always stay with the document. I still haven't finished the brute yet. I think I just finished. I got one episode left. I finished the third one, but because I tell you that Joan is like is emotionally draining. Christina, that's real rap though.
Yeah, man.
That's
Yeah,
real rap. Some of these cities out here, bro, it's crazy, man.
yeah. Like the thing is, I wish Philly was like an outlier. It ain't even an outlier. There's
Yeah,
a
man.
lot of cities like Philly around the country and around the world.
So
You know
listen,
what I mean?
we gotta. I'm actually I gotta change the flyer because we actually changed our date. We got a
Yeah, man.
event coming up. I'm gonna show you the flyer, even though the date on here is wrong because we moved it a couple weeks
May
out.
1st.
Yeah, we moved it to May 1st, but I'm gonna share it with y'all anyway, since y'all tuned in with us on a Friday evening because this is coming up soon. It's going to be on May 1st. We thought about doing it on
April 24th.
mhm.
You know, April 24th is the best day of the year, though, right? It's the illest day of the year.
Yeah,
That's
so
why we was doing it then.
yeah, because that's Corey's
That's
Corey's day. You know what I'm
my
saying?
loop,
So
my time around the sun every year, man. So it's supposed to be a celebration, but
all right,
you
let me
know,
see
at
if I
this
can pull
point,
this up for y'all. All right, hold up 1 second. I gotta share it. I'm pulling up the other one. All right, here it is. And mind y'all, this is a little old. So with that being said, it's not gonna be the correct date. But with that being said, understand that this is what it is. All right, here we go. Share screen. All right, y'all ready? You see that?
yeah,
All right, so 3 ways to triple your money in crypto. It's a master class with our sister Courtney, the Ivy investor, as well as us. This date is wrong. So the date says Saturday, the 24th, but it's actually going to be on May 1st. But this is definitely a master class we got coming up. You can register at 3 ways for crypto. Although I got to go make sure the site is updated too to reflect the new day. But 3waysforcrypto.com. So that's going to be a crazy master class. We're giving away everything. When I say everything, we're going to talk about specific sites we use for research. We're going to talk about best practices with using crypto. We're going to talk about actual things we own and what we've done. We're also going to do a whole picks and shovels play. We'll talk about taxes. So if you have no experience in crypto, even if you have experience in crypto, this is something you definitely want to tune in live, because if you get access to this to watch forever, because it's going to become a course. Like this masterclass will become a course in itself. But if you get it, you can actually tune into it live, so you can be part of the whole live experience and ask questions in real time. But we're giving away everything. There's stuff that I got on here that I've like never given away, but I told them, look, I'm giving everything away. CFI, DeFi, NFT, cold wallet, hard wallet. We're giving away everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just make sure you guys check that out because that's coming up. That's going to be amazing. Like we're doing a lot of work, and shout to Courtney too because Courtney is part of the Budgetnista's new book. You know, she wrote a piece of the Budgetnista's new book, so she's doing amazing things. But she's partnering with us on that project for 3 ways for crypto, and that's going to be crazy, right? So we got a lot of stuff coming up. Also, right, we're going to be back in the streets May
May
29th.
29th.
May
That's gonna
29th
be
is
absolute
all right.
berserk.
May 29th is going to be insane, right? Because and a lot of people who are in Philly, so a lot of y'all are not in Philly, and that's cool. But for those that are local, you might want to check this out. May 29th, we got some of the biggest heavy hitters in real estate that's going to be a part of this project. One of the brothers, young boy, own 100 units. Another one own 100 units. You know what I'm saying? We got a Tia Blair and her. And for those who don't know who a Tia Blair is,
Yeah, man.
just go Google her. Just go Google Tia Blair. She teaches people how to buy $1 million in real estate within 1 year. That's what she does. That's just what she does. Like that's the only way to put it. Courtney's on that panel too, as is Tracy, as are we. And it's just going to be.
You got to stop when you say Tracy name too, because
Tracy
is Tracy a thug.
Yeah,
she's the vice president of the largest black brokerage in the city.
That's the boss. That's the boss lady.
You gotta put some respect on her name.
She's going to be on the panel too. That's coming up May 29th. That's going to be insane. Because that's something that we want to do too. We want to do a little bit more real estate stuff too, because I know that the folks that are within our community want to know how to do real estate. So, as a matter of fact, for y'all watching, how many of y'all interested in real estate? I'm just curious. How many of y'all want to get into the real estate space too? Because we got all the connections in real estate. We need to spend a little more time talking about that, teaching about that, educating.
We definitely got to get over there a little bit.
And you know, because we do projects ourselves. Like so, like I said, I just rented out the one project. I got a couple projects, like that I'm about to start now. I got another single family I'm getting ready to start. I got 2 apartment buildings that we building from scratch. And I got another single family new construction being built. And then me and Corey about to do a project in Chester. Like, so we got a lot of stuff going on. So
yeah, man.
We want to make sure that we document that as we go through this process, but also make sure we answer questions. Listen, our bro Malik, who probably won't even be on our Black Wealth project. Malik is in Puerto Rico right now looking at real estate.
Yeah, he is. Stunting like his daddy.
And he keep texting me pictures, man, and I keep sending him pictures back, but all my pictures look like this. Because I'm like, yo, stop.
Because he's stunting.
Stop sending me stuff, bro.
Yeah, he's Malik a boss. That's another. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, people don't realize who they have access to. Malik is a maniac. Yo, Malik gets super busy, right? And just because he don't stunt and put it in people's face, Malik gets super busy. Like, I don't want to put his business in the street, but his name is Toucan McCarter. That's all you need to know.
Yeah.
His name is Toucan McCarter. Like, that's it.
He be out here wilding, man. So that's the bro. He's in Puerto Rico now. But we got, but the crazy part is we got Jasmine, who's a real estate boss in there. Man. We got A. Lee, who's a real estate. We got Lorenzo. Lorenzo is humble. Let's put it like this: Lorenzo, who's in by the Hood University, by the way. Lorenzo bought last week. He bought 2 units, and while he was at the settlement table for 1 unit, he bought another triplex while at the settlement table.
And he the eviction king.
Oh yeah, he's definitely the eviction king. So these are the kind of folks that are within the university. So that's why I said we got to try to focus more. I wanted to make sure there was an appetite for it out there, because we want to get y'all in that space too. We want everybody. Matter of fact, we want everybody in the group to own a piece of investment property, because that's a whole other, like, just from a tax standpoint.
Listen,
and also
physical and digital land. It's all out here.
Yeah, definitely need to do more real estate. So Russell said he's looking to be a part of that. All right, Russell,
listen,
you just get with us, bro.
When we get that content, we putting it out, man.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? Because the thing is, we got so many people in there that is
okay, that's what's up.
I'm gonna tell you on the low. Jay Johnson get busy.
I don't want to put his business out there, man. Stop.
No. He had it on the book. He got like 75 acres of land out in the middle of nowhere.
I didn't even realize you said Jay Johnson. I thought you said another person with a name with a J who I know.
No, I know exactly who you thought I said. I was talking about Jay Johnson.
Working on buying his business. Madeline, congratulations. Congratulations. Where is it located? What city is it in?
Yeah, right.
Cookie said yes. Okay, Can says yes. All right, so there we go. I've been reading and researching land game third quarter. I want to buy something.
Yo, Jay owns half the state of Colorado. My man got like 100 acres.
Hey, Adrian, that's okay though. That's fine. Like, see, that's the reason why, like, this, like, it might not be your thing, and that's okay. Yeah. So, if you ever notice, if you're in, behind the wall at our private group, we talk about real estate, we talk about the stock market, cryptocurrency, and precious metals. But the reason those are the 4 spaces that we talk about are because those are the 4 spaces that we operate in. We never want to talk about something we won't do. So you'll never hear me talking about, like, selling bonds. And there's a lot of money in bonds. There is a lot of money in bonds. But I don't do it, so I can't really talk about it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't do bonds. So Madeline says NYC. Oh, Madeline got money.
Oh, I want to be Madeline when I grow up. I can't buy a pack of gum in New York.
It costs $3 in New York City.
Yeah, right. Like, man, they sell air over there.
Yeah, man. It costs to breathe. Listen, speaking of real estate, I don't know if you guys have seen the newest episode of the By the Hood podcast. So our podcast, for those that may not know, we have a podcast where we speak with black entrepreneurs and business owners and builders and things of that nature. Our episode that just came out this past Wednesday is with the brother Dan Harvey, another real estate beast. Dan, and I mean, he watched the show. He talks about him building. He built his real estate empire while he was working. He worked at SEPTA in Philadelphia, built his real estate empire.
For those of you who don't know what SEPTA is, it's the Transportation Authority.
Yeah, so he worked there and started building his real estate empire. Dan literally in West Philadelphia owns his own block. Just think about that for a second.
Not talking about it.
No, actually, he has his own block. He can say, "Hey, that's my block." He owns an entire block. So these are so make sure you check out that episode. But he talks about exactly how he does it, how he gets multiple units. He has a project he's working on now, which is 44 units in the Urban Land Institute, which is a huge thing. If you look up the Urban Land Institute, they've been around for a long period of time. The projects he's working on, they're actually bringing him in to talk about it and display it as part of like a presentation because he's doing this big, huge, beautiful 44 unit project. But he's on the most recent episode of By the Hood, so make sure you check that out. Also, we got Justin Smith coming up on the next episode of By the Hood, which will be out this week. Justin is he's a builder as well as a real estate investor who is also one of the most successful real estate folks you'll meet. So you're going to start seeing a lot more of that, and we're putting more of the content on the channel too in terms of the interviews. But these back-to-back interviews, like these brothers are just amazing.
Justin talking about him and his squad be throwing up cribs and doing all kinds of stuff within weeks. We be talking about months. They be talking about weeks.
Listen, I just got off the phone with him before we came on here. He's about to look at a project for me because the way they work, that time, bro. Like Justin to tell you, he ain't cheap, but what he is going to do, he gonna get in and out of your whole project in a couple of weeks and have he said he could build the whole house in 4 to 7 weeks, build from scratch, like this
from scratch, from the ground,
because that's the kind of crew he got. But anyway, so those are some of the things you got coming up on the podcast, which is going to be dope. You guys see what we got coming up in terms of like the presentation, the masterclass May 1st. That's with us and Ivy Investor. Back in the streets on the 29th with a bunch of other legends. And this Sunday, we back on a Black Wealth Project. Everybody but Malik, probably. So you can catch us there. Tuesdays, you know what I'm saying? Leslie, Tropicana Les, you know what I mean? We have an open conversation. Discussion. Every Tuesday we have that, which is dope. Because this past week was interesting. It was like a therapy session. We was all talking about the mistakes we made. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was sitting on Ayana's couch. Straight up, Madeline is laughing. I am looking at some real estate. Okay, so Adrian, you look at it, they would do some fractional stuff like that though. That's what's up. I made some huge investments in Republic. I'll talk about them soon, but that's actually part of our course too.
Yeah, it is.
Some real estate in Ghana. It's funny, right? So, Don, it's funny you say that. Over the last year and a half, 2 years, Malik be sending me listings from Ghana like every night. We talked about buying properties over there, but I'm like, I'm not sure. I gotta go visit.
Yeah, so my sister is married to a Ghanaian, and he was talking about he actually built the project there. He basically said it cost him, because he had to get things imported. Basically, what it cost him for the house, he had to pay that to get things imported into the country to do the project. So just as an aside, you know what I mean, when you're dealing with African countries, getting things imported, if you can't do it locally, it's going to take you a while.
That juice, you got to pay that juice too.
You got to pay that juice.
Julio, thanks for coming through anyway. We appreciate it. You just hit the like button. We appreciate you, Julio.
So he's not the first person to tell me that. So
what island you trying to go to, Adrian? What island would you like to retire to?
I have 2 islands that I would like to retire
to. Belize and what else?
Belize or oh my God, Jamaica.
Richard Islands?
No. No, we're not doing that. I was going to say the U.S. Virgin Islands, but it's still in the U.S.
Oh, Tim Duncan space. No, y'all know me, man. I'm in the grill. I'm going back and forth to Rick's Cafe
I
on the
mean, I
boat.
love Jamaica, but I vacillate between Jamaica and the U.S. Virgin Islands, but because I've been to both places and like I was like, damn, like I could live here, man.
Mm-hmm.
And
So
but I know the one place I went to and I felt home that
Belize,
wasn't America when I've been to Belize like 5 times because every time I go I feel at home
they won't
because
offer
it's
you
nothing but black people and everybody speaks English.
that's cost if you deal with the government. Yeah, dealing with that government. I've been researching Aruba. It's supposed to be one of the safest crime and weather-wise.
Yeah, the weather they don't
Stools,
get hit
thanks for
with a
coming
lot
through anyway, man. Hit the like
here.
button. The like button. Hit the like button.
Panama.
Interesting.
I haven't been to Panama. I've been to a lot of places in Central America. I haven't been to Panama. I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta check Panama.
What's
Now
going
I
on in
know.
Panama, Crystal? What they got over there?
Yeah, I'm missing something. The one place I did go, the only place that I've ever been that I haven't been to the ghetto is Venezuela because they wouldn't let me off the resort because they was like, yo, they snatch Americans. I don't care what color you are.
Yeah.
Because they was over there because their dollars wasn't worth nothing. They was taking people hostages and like, you know what I mean? Like,
Hold you hostage for $100.
yo, man, listen. They was like, you cannot go off the resort.
You
And
go
I went,
to you go to the hood in some of those countries, boy. It'd be like you feel safe when you come back home. Like, oh, that's sweet. Like, but anyway, man, I don't know what's going on in Panama, man. He said he was looking at Medellin, Colombia. He was going out to get that work.
yeah,
Downtown Condo overlooking the
still
skateboard.
got a secret life.
Just that violent history is sketchy. Let me find out, Stu. Let me find out Stu is out there, you know what I'm saying, putting plays together. They snatch me because they're going to have to feed me. Jamil, great point. All right. So that's one thing we always talk about the good stuff, but the islands be having too many tropical storms and hurricanes. So in Panama, sheep is nice. I'm in an expat group. Yo, Crystal, why are you in the expat group? That's the first thing I want to know. ain't you in Carolina, Crystal? So what you doing what you doing in the expat group? I did some research when Trump was wild, and I decided we need to do a citizenship somewhere. For all right, Crystal, Crystal be wilding. She be out here on this blue app going crazy.
I ain't mad at Crystal. Crystal, she stayed with it. She
Like
stayed
the
with
narrow part of me. Adrian is crazy. A lot of black people are moving to Mexico. They be down there every weekend. They might as well.
it. Yeah, you might as well live there.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't turn Mexico into Florida.
he face wasted right now.
See, I told you he was. I told you he was. Yo. I gotta check on the bro when we get off here, man. I told you he's over there wilding, bro. He's out here wilding. Hold up. That's the Wayne right here. The expat groups. What are you doing in the expat group, Adrian? You in Chicago?
Yo, they was looking for an exit strategy under Orangina.
Don't judge. You should be researching. That's all. What other kind of groups you be researching? I'm just curious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what your search history probably look nasty.
The feds probably sitting across the street from my house with a telescope right there.
Yo, for those out there who still dating, man, you start dating somebody, just go through their search history. See how nasty their search history is, man. Because I know, like, yo, I'll be wilding. Like, sometimes you be in the middle of the night and you just look up something random, and I always think, like, what if somebody looked at my search history? I be searching the most random. It could be someone watching on TV, like the most random thing. They were like, yo, this boy is out of his mind.
Yeah, man.
They gonna be like, yo, like, why is he looking for handicapped little people in New Zealand? I'm like, yo, I just saw something on TV. Like, I did my Googles. Like,
why is he researching pet tigers? Why is he trying to move a Komodo dragon to the state?
How to move a Komodo dragon to Istanbul? They're like, what is he doing? Like,
why is the search history so crazy?
Panama offers a lot of discounts for retirees. That's okay. That's one way to attract folks. Also moving to Portugal. Yeah, I peeped that. I saw. Well, one of my I don't even know him. I talk like I know him. One of my favorite YouTube folks. They moved to Portugal. I watch the YouTube channel all the time. You know what I'm saying? They part of the fire movement.
Okay.
Hey, Crystal, I'm serious, yo. Like, yo, imagine if someone could judge you by your search history.
Oh man. Terrible.
Mm,
Oh man.
I'm not familiar with that body of work. I'm about to look it up
Yeah.
now, though.
Anything that there's in the Asian countries, I'm off that.
I go down the rabbit hole all the time. Adrian, I know how crazy you are, Adrian. So I can only imagine how crazy your search history look. You definitely on somebody's list.
Yeah, I'm on some real stuff. I can't live like they live restricted. I'm not. I'm American, right? So
That's what Crystal said. She said she good on Asian. She don't want no
yeah,
part of that.
I'm good on that. I'm good. Like I not
I
that I'm
said 100% on the fire movement. So you probably know what I'm talking about. Like you probably watch Our Rich Journey on YouTube. That's my thing. Adrian, yo, Adrian, Adrian, I'm serious. I know your search history is nasty. I don't even gotta.
yeah,
You probably
because
look up
you
all
the
kinds of wild.
documentary queen, so I know
Yeah,
your search
yeah,
history is
especially when you be
nuts.
watching documentaries. Who knows what kind of stuff the hell you looking at?
Yeah, I know your search history is berserk.
Yeah,
You
documentaries
get to
got you.
going down a certain rabbit hole. Your search history probably nuts.
I just watched the Genius on Aretha Franklin. I just finished that series. That joint had me doing all kinds of research trying to see what was real, what wasn't real. But that's a dope series, by the way. And those are dramas, but
You
it's
know
based
what
on
most of my search history is? Look, like trying to find the like so
BBW.
when I start reading a new book, I try to figure out a lot of stuff about the author, and then I get stuck in like time periods trying to figure out all of the stuff that was happening around the author to see what perspective they was coming from. So I get my search history be nutty sometimes, trying to figure out what was going on with them. That's how I found out a lot of my history, trying to figure out what people were doing in that time frame. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So listen, my search history is just completely wild, bro. Like, yeah, and tying this back to investments is one of the reasons why like I always love Google because like no one ever says, yo, go Bing that. No, none of y'all search on Bing. All of us are talking about our search history and all of us are using the same app. But mine just be so mad random because like just from reading stuff and watching documentaries, like it's just mad random. So that's on Amazon Prime if I'm not mistaken, because someone told me to watch that. I haven't watched it yet. Has me researching all kinds of stuff. It's not a documentary though.
Kind of glad I don't watch a lot of TV, man, because I know my search history would be berserk if I did watch a lot of TV, because
So
y'all be
Crystal,
talking about stuff.
what do you think about them, Crystal? Someone told me to watch it. I know it's on Prime, but I haven't watched it. You know what I'm saying? I haven't watched it. I was like stuck in that trap. I watched all 3 seasons of Genius. I watched Einstein, Picasso, and Aretha. So I thought that was like dope. It's on National Geographic, but it's on
Ooh, you know what I did
Hulu.
watch on Amazon Prime though, and this the first movie I watched in about 3 or 4 months. In Time, the John with
Justin Timberlake.
Justin Timberlake. Yo, that movie nuts. And then after having been through a pandemic, watch that movie through the
Yeah, I haven't
lens
watched it in
of
years.
having been through a pandemic. Go watch In Time.
I
Go
haven't
on
used it. I haven't watched
Amazon.
it in years because Justin ruined the movie to me. But that's either here nor there. They could have used a
Yeah,
real actor.
yeah, whatever. But
The
watch the
concept,
movie.
though.
It's a concept movie, right? So I had to get over the Timberlake thing too. But the concept, and just especially coming off of being in a pandemic, woo, that joint got a
Yeah,
crazy like everything. It felt like it was touching raw nerves. You know what I mean? Like that joint had me going crazy.
I haven't watched it in a while. I'll definitely.
Go watch In Time again. Watch it through your adult lens. You know what I mean? Because we was probably kind of shallow and self-serve, self-serving when we watched it. But on some real stuff, man,
Yeah,
man,
I have.
that joint was like touching raw nerves, man.
So Adrian says that she's a duck browser so she can burn her stuff after searching.
Okay,
So I already know you be wilding. I
yeah,
already know you be wilding. Yo, and Cookie says I love the one on Einstein. I learned a lot. Yo, I did too. It's funny because I sat and thought about it as I was watching. I was like, we all know E equals MC squared, but a lot about his personal life, I just realized I didn't know. And as I said before in here, like it also makes you realize how when you're radical, when you think different, they try to paint you as crazy, but you're not really crazy at all. They try to paint him as like being a crazy autistic, and that's not even what it is. He just bucked the system, sometimes to his own detriment. But that was a pretty good one. You know what I'm saying? Oh, by the way, speaking of movies, you ever seen Looper?
Yeah, that joint crazy too. What's crazy is when
That's
I
all
watched that, that's
my
one of the
precious metal
movies.
folks.
That's one of those movies that came up after I watched In Time.
Okay. Hey, Shirts, how are you? Yo, that's for my precious metals folk. Make sure you watch Looper because my man was doing everything to stack his metals. Them. Let me see. So here's Crystal. We're talking about them. A lot of folks told me to watch this, but when I say a lot of folks, that's my people on Twitter because they be wild over there too. Them is not for someone who already hate. You really have to watch it in good headspace. It's heavy, but I'm glad I watched it. Hearing other people's take and seeing comments really has been eye-opening. The way black and clear. It's one of those things, huh?
Yeah, I can't watch that.
Yeah.
I can't watch that at all. And the thing is, it's not even hate.
Yeah,
It's
so they
just not.
go into that on there, like his work on there.
I don't like nothing that bring trauma loops to black people. So all of those type movies, I'm cool on them.
You know what? I thought about that, right? And I'm like, yo, these days walking outside brings trauma to black people. Like we can't escape it. It's
Yeah, but
almost you can't escape it.
if I gotta, I have a choice with that. You know what I mean? So I take my choice. You know what I mean? Like, so anything, what I mean? Like if it ain't like a documentary about somebody's life, like I'll watch it if it's a documentary about somebody's life. Cause then, then I get down the rabbit hole to see what's true, what's not true, what's been fictionalized and sensationalized. But like for entertainment, I can't make myself watch none of that for entertainment. I just can't do it. Like I'm still one of those people who haven't seen what's the joint the one that was everybody was talking about with the one boy Oscar or whatever that was. Oh man,
Get out.
Get Out. Yeah, that I still haven't seen it.
Yeah, but I mean, like to me, I don't get into the whole trauma porn thing. Because I mean, certain stuff, but not really with movies and stuff because I guess it's like a matter of perspective. Like, let me see. So what did Adrian say? I'll watch the trailer for them. I'm good. I need a break from the Negro tragedies. I haven't even watched it. I haven't even watched the trailer. I have no idea what it's about, but I'm going to. A lot of people hit me up about watching it. See them. Okay, them has so many layers. Okay,
I
I have
mean,
no idea.
I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I'll never know because I don't watch that kind of stuff. So
Yo,
like,
Cookie, that's it. Cookie, you're right about this, right? His wife was amazing, and the thing is, if you look her up, which I did after watching it, she's credited with a lot of stuff, and some say that she basically was his partner. But crazy part about his wife, and he had multiple wives, is as I watch it, at least my perspective from watching it, and this isn't ruin anything, because this is history. I felt like he did her dirty, but he never would have become who he wouldn't have become without both of those women, which is kind of crazy to say. So he had women leading him, even though his second wife was his cousin. But that's their thing. Listen. That's what they do. even though what they do was wrong, but the way she kind of like
yo,
took control of his life, he
Philly in the
wouldn't have become
house.
who he was, without it. You know what I'm saying? Oh no, it wasn't no poly going on. It was like, yo, I'm done with you. I'm going with her now. I'm done with you. I'm dating my cousin. Yo, you know what's nasty about it, Corey? What just that he was dating his cousin? He dated his cousin because his mom put his cousin on. Like, yo, go get him. Like,
Yo,
he was out here wilding, bro.
yo, I'm
He was
about to
out here
hug when
wilding.
I'm traveling.
You know what he do was wrong, man. Like that's part of the story.
Yo, man, that's crazy.
It's a fact. It's a true story, yo. Why you been to Knoxville? Listen, it's a true story, man. Yo, let's go to his Wikipedia page, man. But it was a dope show though. So, Cookie, did you watch the other two seasons? Let me know if you watched the other two seasons because they got Picasso and they got Aretha. I watched all three of them because I love history, so they kind of like combined everything. But what did you? Oh, but back to the trauma porn thing, right? So that's interesting, like to see. So he Adrian be wilding, yo.
Yo,
They
yeah,
wasn't only crunching
she's
numbers.
slick with the words too.
No, yeah, I mean he ain't a player. He just crush a lot, but no, Antonio said that's the only way to get that blue blood. He kept it in the family. Yeah, Einstein was wilding out here with his cousin, bro. He definitely was wilding with his cousin. But no, that series is pretty dope though. Like the Aretha one was crazy too. Like first of all, with the Aretha one, it was so crazy because the music. You know how you know someone's a legend. Their biggest songs, but then you forget like, oh damn, that's her too. Oh damn, that's her too. Especially Aretha, considering I think everything she's ever made was like either sampled on hip hop or remade by an R&B artist.
Yes,
And I'm like,
indeed.
and I'm listening to the music like, damn, that's her original. And the way she was like producing, and this is part of her genius. She kind of produced all her music, but back then they weren't given credit for it. And dude actually said it like, you're an artist, you just be an artist. I don't care that you produce like, but that was amazing. And CL Franklin, her dad, right? So here's a funny thing. My perspective on CL Franklin was kind of weird because I had like grandparents that knew about him and they talked about him as being a preacher. I didn't know that he was a preacher / pimp. I just know he was a preacher. Like I didn't know that he was a
Man, I don't know no other kind of preachers.
Yo, man.
Let me stop that because Pastor Eubanks in here.
Come on, man. You wild,
I'm just messing around, man.
Well, shout out to all the good pastors out
listen,
there,
I'm a PK. I'm a preacher's kid, so I understand the preacher pimp kind of thing.
Yo, some of my heroes are preachers. I'll say that.
I don't have one.
Yes, I can't give you one preacher that's not that's not a hero of yours.
Nah, you cannot name one that's a hero of mine. All right, my fault. I lied. I lied. There's one.
Got him.
Yeah, you did. You got me because that's my man's in them.
Yeah, I set that up. I had that bar waiting. You know what I'm saying? I should get a Don DeMarco for that. But hold up though. Picasso was a mess. Yo, Picasso, you talking about the ladies, man. Picasso was wilding with the ladies too. I'm like, well, that's part of being a genius. You just gotta be like
you gotta be
like the Kevin Samuels of your day. Shout out to Kevin Samuels too, man.
No,
for no reason. For no reason other than the fact that it's entertaining.
Okay.
It's entertaining, bro. It's entertaining.
Okay. I don't find boy entertaining either.
You don't find him entertaining at all? He tell people basic facts. Yo.
Yeah. Listen, I spent all of 6 minutes watching bull. Like I couldn't even get through.
So you can't.
I couldn't even get through it. I was trying to watch bull. You know what I mean? To see what all the hype was about, and then he started talking. I was like, oh yeah, I can't mess with bull.
Listen, he be giving people,
yeah, I can't mess with dude.
A lot of it's just data. Like, yo, data says this. Maybe like, oh, I didn't know. All right, so Russell laughing. He's talking about you disrespecting the passes, man.
I was just talking.
Hey, yo, Cookie, that was wild. Like me and Cookie about to have a whole conversation in the middle of our show about yeah, but no. All right, see, I mess with Cookie, man. Cookie saw because that's how Cookie. I watched all 3 of them over the last week, so I'm like geniused out. I'm like waiting for the next season, trying to see what they're gonna do, like as the next genius. Pastor said, "Don't do that, Corey."
Yeah, man. Listen, I'm a PK, so I don't have secondhand knowledge of the game. I got the first-hand knowledge of the game.
Oh, where can we read this essay at?
Yeah, right. Is it a doctoral thesis? Is it somewhere we can get our hands on it?
I'd love to read your thesis on pimps and passes, especially coming from a passer.
Kitten Hill Samuels, they right at his neck.
Never trust a man who sold Red Bulls through a straw.
Sips Red
Bulls through a straw. Yeah, that is wild. That is wild. I ain't say I ever trust the ball, man, but I just found some of that entertaining. Ah, okay. See, I'm learning something. That's why I never allowed my wife to be called First Lady. That is synonymous to the bottom.
Here you go.
Damn, that's what they call my pastor's wife. They call her First Lady. Uh-oh. By the way, for those who don't know, my pastor is Pastor Greenleaf. That's my pastor. What's up, Mark? What's up, bro? How you?
Yo, my wife watches that show religiously.
Yo, that's my pastor, dog. Pastor Greenleaf is my wife.
Reverend Leon Sullivan, man. That's it. and my pop, because I respect my pop, but Crystal, bring it to the timeline, Crystal. I'm always on TV. Like,
And I ain't gonna lie to you, I watch all the documentaries. I watch The Genius, but I'm in my Ratchet bag too. For those who on my timeline, you already know I watch the Ratchet and the Mess too. But it's business lessons in all of it, right? So it all relates back to business. It's business lessons in everything. I kind of do that. How you know how pastors do that, right? You'll go to the church and the pastor will be talking about like he'll
always bring it back.
They find some way to relate everything in life back to that book. I do the same thing with business. That's all. I'm serious, Crystal. Like, yo, straight up. Yeah, see, I didn't watch it when it came out. I didn't see it till it hit Hulu recently, and I just ran through them all. What Ratchet shows I watch? Which ones don't I watch?
Yeah, Jimmy, the king of Ratchet.
All right, I don't watch them all though. All right, Housewives, but only Atlanta. Only Atlanta. Gotta be honest, only Atlanta. Love and Hip Hop. Only New York and Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? What else, Crystal? Yo, the single most ratchet show in TV history is one that a lot of people haven't seen. And it's called The Pink Teacup. That is the single most ratchet show in the history of TV.
Ratchet as hell.
Dog, but hold up though, but it's really about entrepreneurship though. See, it's still business there. It's about a brother who opened up his own restaurant, you know what I'm saying, in New York. It's called The Pink Teacup. But it's a black man. It's about entrepreneurship. But everything surrounding his life and his women, bro, it's the most ratchet show on TV. Look at Corey shaking his head. I'm just being honest with you, bro. The Pink Teacup.
How do you make it through those, man?
Listen, outside of that,
how do you make it through those? How do you make it
all
through?
About business, man. The same reason I told Adrian when I come out Chicago, I'm gonna pay Adrian a visit and I'm going to Nine Mag. Cause you know what I'm saying? Cause of TV, man. Like it's my thing, man. They called him first lady and I'm knocking him. But as far as me and my house, nah. I respect that. I learned something new today.
Yeah, man.
That's always teaching.
Yo, that meme was savage, yo.
See?
Yo, that meme was savage. Yo, that was crazy. I couldn't make it through the whole episode. I'm glad people put clips on the internet because I could never make it through. I could never make it through.
It was so terrible, and I'm about to add Zeus just so I can watch it. Hold on. Crystal, does that mean you watched it too? Because I've never met anybody that watched Pink Teacup. Like just me, and I got one homie that watched it. Like I tell people about it, like, no, I never heard of that. So you watched that? Let me find out. Crystal, you like just as much ratchet TV. All right, so Cookie, is he supposed? Are you saying he should be, or are you saying that this is what's supposed to happen? Oh, Pastor saw it too. Hold up.
And he was there for it. Yo,
I didn't know that. Like,
what the hell, man? Maybe I feel kind of buttoned up because I don't really watch this stuff.
Adrian,
man. Like I gotta grow my attention span, like because y'all be watching a lot of stuff I can't make it through. Like I tried to watch some of this stuff with my wife, and I just felt dumber every second I was watching it.
No, man, you got listen, man.
This felt stupid.
It's business lessons and all of this. Adrian, do you watch Black Ink Chicago? I'm just curious.
I couldn't make it through none of those. My wife watched that too. She watched Black Ink, The Housewives. Oh, listen, her in the Greenleaf. Now that's something that I made it through a couple episodes of.
Listen, man, that's my pastor, man. Pastor Greenleaf, man.
I made it through a couple, but then when they start getting,
hey, that's a black family. That's family. That's business too. It's a family.
But listen, that's why I made it through a few episodes because I was like, all right, you know what I mean. They got some of the same issues that some black, you know what I mean. But you know, it's just I gotta expand. Like I said, I gotta expand my attention span because if as soon as I get not interested, I stop watching, and I literally just stop watching.
So. Jamil, that's the question. That was that John where they took entrepreneurs and they dropped them in with $100 and like you got to like figure it out. I didn't watch the whole thing. I'm not really a fan of the boy Grant. Like you know, I know a lot of folks in our community like him. And yeah. I don't know him, but I just not a fan of Bull because like first of all, he tried to pander to us. He tries to market to us, and he said some stuff in the past where I just don't bang with the boy
at all.
Like he asked, could he use the N-word? Like, what do you mean? I want to be able to use the N-word. If you don't believe me, you can go Google it. It's like it's all online. I'm just not a fan of dude, so I didn't even watch that joint. Like, you know, I'm not gonna go into a rant about him, but Pastor, exactly. You got to decompress from time to time. I agree with you. And again, everything still relates to. Oh, Cookie, thank you for telling me that because I was wondering who was going to be season 4. That should be dope. That should be because the way they tell the story, in terms of jumping back and forth, I love to see it. I wonder how honest they're gonna be though.
Yeah,
Are they going to show?
Because Pastor was getting busy.
Are they going to show Dr. King? You know what I'm saying with that?
Or are they going to show Dr. King or Dr. King? I mean, if they gonna show, they gonna show.
You gotta expand to ratchetness every once in a while, Adrian. You got to. Oh, okay. Don said it for me. Thank you, Don. So I ain't the only one. I ain't the only one that don't really bang the ball like that.
Hustling. So what the hell?
Crystal,
what the hell y'all be watching? What's that show about? Hustle and Soul.
Crystal,
what the hell is that about?
They listen, man. You gotta expand. You gotta get into your ratchet bag, man.
Like, I can't. Like, I don't know. Maybe because I lived in so many ratchet places, I'm not interested. And it is not. It's not that other people don't live in ratchet places, but when when you taking that in all day, I can't do that, man. I don't know.
Listen, man. Here's what I do for you, Cole. I'm gonna do this for you, bro. Here's what I'm gonna do for you. All right. I'm gonna show you this, so you can understand why you gotta.
You gonna bring up a clip?
There you go.
I can watch clips. You trying to get an hour out of me?
There you go.
Take Lawrence, a sexy chef with a big dream.
I'm trying to take soul food to the next level.
And is the manager, and also Lawrence's baby mom. She wants them all to herself.
Not a single bitch is gonna come and take my man.
Problem is, so does Candace, the bartender.
He be telling me to come by and not there.
And your waiters, the twins, talk about a 2-for-1 special.
When we going out?
Y'all both want to take me out?
They'll all be serving it juicy, steamy, and smothered.
How do you watch this crap, man?
I love it.
How do you watch this?
Hustle and Soul. The dishing begins Thursday.
Listen, man.
Yeah, no, man. No,
you gotta get kosher, bro. You gotta get kosher, man. It's hilarious.
Nah,
bro.
I'm good.
He's building.
Thanks, though.
Listen,
Thanks,
he's building a business. He's trying to get a mission.
Listen, congratulations, bro. Congratulations. I might go eat there, but I'm not going. I can't watch that, man. I can't make myself watch that. I'm not watching that.
Well, I didn't get lost for a minute. I watch Handmaid's Tale. Yo, Handmaid's Tale might be sicker than any of my ratchet TV. Yo, you know what I'm saying? That's some sick stuff right there. Stranger Things, Black Mirror, Narcos. Yo, Narcos is that word.
I've only seen Black Mirror.
Cookie, I want to see that. If they do that, that'll be interesting. Because first of all, if they do that, I think that it's part of history. But that there's gonna be a lot of folks that ain't gonna be pleased with that. You're gonna start seeing boycott National Geographic on the timeline. They're gonna, Thank you, Crystal. See, Crystal relates, man.
Hey, man, listen, congratulations, the boy. I'm just not getting involved in that, man. I can't watch it.
Antonio says some people smoke weed, others watch ratchet TV. Same amount of brain cells lost.
I don't do either, but
yo, Handmaid's Tale is sick, man. Like, yo. Yeah, I ain't fucking over. It's like watching the head-on-head collision. It's for my entertainment purposes, though. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. It's about
watching that trailer made me feel like I'm an invalid. Like my brain just died.
Come on, man.
Can't watch that, man.
Listen, man, it's ratchet TV, man. But
exactly.
But listen,
I'm not mad. I'm not mad at people who do it. I just can't make myself do it.
Listen, man. Here's what I tell people all the time, man. It's both Uchi Wally and one mic. It's not one or the other.
And listen, hey Jim,
think about the fact that you
listen. I live this life, man. So I don't, it's kind of hard for this. Yo, my life a movie. So
listen real quick though. But you'll get up on a Sunday and you'll watch a bunch of grown men sit in front of each other to try to move the ball to get to one side of the field and give each other brain injuries.
I've been conditioned to do that.
Give each other brain injuries
because I participated in that, and so I'm not. It's something that I'm familiar with, man.
You watch them try to give each other CTE. Side note, real quick, I gotta put this out here as I'm sipping on this tasty beverage. I just want to show you that.
Oh man, I don't have a problem with Chick-fil-A drinks. All of the fast food drinks are the same.
You know what I'm saying? you know what I'm saying, as part of the 1% of Chick-fil-A, I just gotta, show my
You a
love.
Chick-fil-A 1%er?
You know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
man. That's another thing, man.
Signature members in the building, man. 1% of Chick-fil-A. I'm a 1% at Chick-fil-A, man.
Another thing I can't do. Nah, man. Don't be like Jimmy, man.
It's a break
be
from
better
business.
than
It's
him,
awesome.
man.
It helps me turn my brain off and just laugh at the foolishness.
Hey, and I'm not. Hey, listen. I only agree with half that statement.
I found
You're
out
awesome.
I'm gonna add you to my Ratchet
awesome.
TV friends list because Crystal loves Ratchet TV.
Listen, Crystal is awesome. I agree with half that statement. The rest of that statement.
Hey, ho. So Adrian talked like she was above all the ratchetness, but then she's gonna sneak this in real quick. I do like Married to Medicine Atlanta. See, man, that's ratchet too. That's absolutely ratchet. See, here you go. Read Psychology and Money 1 minute and watch Ratchet TV in another. It's called Balance. That's right. The trash food place. Don, cut it out, bro. You out of pocket, man. See, Corey, you got people out here disrespecting.
Man, it's goofy. Y'all eating Murray's chicken and calling it great.
It's not Murray's chicken, bro.
It's Murray's, man. It's straight from
Adrian try to act like she was holding it now, but she also Married to Medicine. Come on, man. I see Adrian. I know everybody got something.
You start talking about Ratchet TV and everybody start popping up.
Everybody got man. As long as y'all don't do Honey Boo Boo, I'm cool with that, man.
And listen, and again, I'm not mad at y'all because man, listen, I did a lot of things to turn my brain off when I was in my younger days. Back in the days when I wore a shag. I did a lot of things to turn my brain off, man. Respect.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm not. I can't see it, man. Like me watching those shows, I can't do it. Like I don't have the attention span for that. Like it'll never hold my attention more than 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, see,
like I felt stupid as hell watching 52 seconds of it. So I can imagine.
Not me. I want to see more. I'm like, I gotta go back and watch that season. They was wilding. Like,
no,
I love it.
I felt like I just got 10 years dumber.
No, man, I love it. But with that being said, man, a couple things before we get out of here because we've been on here for about an hour and a half. And see, our conversations go from Coinbase IPO, stock options. We talk real estate,
crazy books.
We talk Chick-fil-A. We talk Belize. All right, here goes something. How about this one? Mortal Kombat this Friday. Did you see the trailer for that?
I did.
Yo, I was shocked because I'm like, yo.
I didn't think they could do it well, but I think it's going to be well-made movie.
I'm interested in this. So is that coming to HBO Max too? Someone said it's coming to Max, like a Max as well as a theater. I'm not sure. Is that true? Does somebody know that? Because they tried to do them in the past and it just wasn't the same because it wasn't as good. It looked like they about to go there. And I saw somebody online who said, this is a disgrace. The kids love Mortal Kombat and you're going to show all this. Someone responded in the thread was like, do your kids play the video game? Like this is what they do.
Like have you ever seen what they do in the video games?
Let me see. I'll do 1 for hours. Somebody run into the episode. Yes, sir. Yeah. Okay, so it is. All right, cool. Hey, Don, I know about that. HBO Max and theaters. All right, cool. That's cool. I can pull it up, man. HBO Max owe me anyway. After I had to watch that trash ass Wonder Woman, John, they actually owe me something. So I feel like HBO Max owe me, bro. They definitely owe me one, man. Yo, that last Wonder Woman joint was so. That joint was.
That Wonder Woman 84 joint was that.
That was a 3-pack of ass. That was terrible. That was terrible.
Did you just say a 3-pack of ass?
Yeah. Yo, that joint was terrible. That joint stunk. It was like donkey sweat. It was terrible.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you one ratchet show that I watched that I actually made it through. And I was amazed. I watched like 6 episodes, and I was amazed at every episode. My 600-pound life. I was like, yo, like every one of these dudes and every one of these chicks got a mate.
That's semi-ratchet TV too.
No, I said that was my. Listen, my wife is the queen of watching ratchet TV. Like she work all day. And then when she get a chance to sit down and decompress, she do like y'all do. She find the ratchet TV and she watch it. And so
Adrian, I saw that, Adrian. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I watched every episode of that documentary. And some some of them chicks on that documentary was absolutely insane. Like their demands and what they wanted. I was like, yo, they are wild. They need to go sit with Kevin Samuels.
I was watching the doctor boy on my 600-pound life. Boy, is wild. He was snapping on him. He was like, yo, man, your fat's gonna die. Like she was going all the way in. And then the crazy part is
look what you make Crystal say, man. This is just, I hate that shit because I'm single and their asses had mates.
That's what I'm saying. All of them was matched up. I was like, damn, there's somebody for everybody for real out here. Like, I was like, damn.
Yeah,
yo, because that's the first thing I noticed.
Yeah, that's how you do it. You blame it on somebody. My wife had me watch that.
Yeah, because that's not something that I would like if I see that, like if I'm scrolling on my TV, that's not something I'm gonna stop at. Like I don't like when I don't have the attention span for something, I don't even try. So when I say my wife made me watch it, I'm 100% not lying about that part.
Adrian, I love documentaries, which is why I always ask you like what you watch in terms of documentaries. Like I realized that when I sat and watched a documentary on origami. And for those who don't know what origami is, that's when you like take the paper and make it
folding the paper up.
I sat there and watched a whole documentary on that. And I said, yo, I'm a sick dude. I sat and watched a documentary on origami, but it's actually pretty good. But yeah, so documentaries is my twist, man. But I'm looking forward to this Mortal Kombat.
The last thing I watched on TV that wasn't like sports, it was 100 People, where they was doing like tests on Netflix.
I watched that. I definitely watched that. Yo, by the way, my newest, I don't know if anybody has seen this, but Netflix dropped the second season. Was really it's the second season on Netflix, the American version. Is The Circle. They dropped that the day before yesterday, and I don't know if y'all down with The Circle, but The Circle is fire. You talk about a social experiment, and it's almost like Big Brother. And by the way, Big Brother on CBS. I'm in the Big Brother so much that we actually have a Big Brother group on Facebook that I run. I run a whole Big Brother group on Facebook where we all watch the show together. For those that are in the Big Brother, that's how much I mess with Big Brother because it's all a mental game. But this is it's similar to Big Brother, except you don't see each other. They're literally using social media to like get to know people and boot them out. And the thing is, you don't even have to be yourself. Some people are catfishing, so it's all psychology. But it's called The Circle. So go check out The Circle. Watch the first season first. And it's going to take a minute to get into it, but once you get into it, you can't cut it off. So I'm watching the second season, which just dropped this week. But it's very similar to Big Brother. And like I said, I'm in the Big Brother so much that I actually got my own Big Brother group on Facebook. And it's not just me, by the way. Because if you go, my Big Brother group on Facebook got like, a couple hundred folks in there. We be in there wilding.
Yeah, I asked that same question, Andre. When did this dude sleep?
Sleep is the cousin of death, man. Hey, listen, I bought my time. This is what you have. See, let's bring it all together, right? When you buy assets, you have more time because I don't have to I don't have to navigate the work all day and all that. So I'm up watching. Right. You know what I'm saying? And because of the way I, shout out to Pastor Eubanks, you know what I'm saying, who taught me well, who taught me how to set OCO orders and to set my plays. I set my options plays. You know what I'm saying? I make sure my real estate's going well, and I sit my ass back and watch some ratchet TV, and that's life. There you go.
I live the life. I solemnly swear to change my approach.
Crystal, hold on. So you watch Big Brother too?
Oh man, listen, y'all about to have a Big Brother love affair on this joint because I know a lot of the folks in that Big Brother group.
Yeah, you do.
So I mean, the crazy part is I watched season 1 of Big Brother, right? I thought it was entertaining, and then like once I started watching it, I just like.
I'm definitely gonna add you, Chris. So when it come on, we watch it live, and we be in there wilding. Just letting you know right now. When they had the racist season, I watched the UK and Australian version for. Let me see. So let me pull it back up here. Chris was right. Out of 600-pound person, get a whole person. What am I doing wrong? Crystal, yeah, the circles that work. Yeah, the circle is definitely that work. I have never understood Big Brother. Yo, just take your time and pay it because the Big Brother is now really
it's a mental challenge. Now that I understand as the mental challenge.
I gotta watch season 2 then. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna add you to the group, Crystal. Crystal is about to be my BFF. She like all the ratchet stuff I like. I need more assets then.
Yeah,
more
man.
assets to the ability to watch Ratchet TV. Now the
Man,
thing is,
I had time.
I tried to watch other versions, right? But I only watched the US. But but I definitely went off on them, like But it's actually funny thing is all it does is expose things. It exposes what it's like real life. That and Survivor. I was hooked on Amazing Race, but I dropped out. I guess that's the funny thing. I don't watch Amazing Race or Survivor, but Big Brother is like that's my twist. Big Brother in the circle, man. But anyway, man, we've been on here for a long time, man. I run my mouth on my TV. This done turned into a whole other show. Folks, thank you for kicking it with us, man. We got a lot of folks on here that's been here for the whole time, man. We appreciate you. Thank you for kicking with us. Make sure to check out our most recent episode, you know what I'm saying, with Dan Harvey, Real Estate Tycoon. Upcoming episode with Justin Smith, Tycooning. Also, May 1st, we got the cryptocurrency masterclass where we're giving away everything, all the sites, everything we do, everything we use, what's in our own portfolio. We're giving away all the game, picks and shovels. If you guys know what picks and shovels means, then but it's ways to get into the crypto games without actually buying the crypto. That's May 1st. May 29th, we're in Delaware for One Change of Gear.
That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be a show.
Yeah, that's a movie. So with that being said, man, thanks for tuning in with us, man. We will see you guys that are in the group. We'll see you Sunday. We'll be back in class on Sunday. But thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. Crystal, I'm getting ready to add you to the Big Brother group. Don't even worry about it. You know what I'm saying?
Stay off that Chick-fil-A, y'all.
You know what I'm saying? But we thank y'all, man. We appreciate you, man. And can't believe so. Yeah, he absolutely shows. Listen, y'all about to have me talking TV, naked and afraid. Talking about naked and afraid now. I'm getting out of here though, man. Thank y'all guys for tuning in. We back here next Friday. We appreciate you. Love you guys. Peace.